Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace. These are three of the most popular store builders available, but it can be really hard to choose between them. So in this video, I'm going to zoom in on their key pros and cons and help you work out which one is the best option for your project. Okay, let's start with a bit of background about these platforms. They all started life in the 2000s with the goal of letting people build a website without coding. And all three platforms work in broadly the same way. You access them in a web browser and use visual editors to build your site or store. There's no software to install anywhere, and you don't have to worry about buying hosting. But which platform is best for you? Well, I'm going to look at 7 key areas you need to focus on when deciding between Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace, and highlight which product wins in each. 1. Templates. When it comes to the quantity of free templates, it's a definite win for Wix, which offers users around 2,700 of them. This is far more than the number provided by Shopify and Squarespace. In terms of quality, this is a highly subjective area, but for me, it's a win for Squarespace here. Its templates are more contemporary and classy than those of its rivals. Aesthetics aside, there are a couple of other template issues to consider, however. When it comes to Wix's templates, although they are mobile-friendly, they are adaptive rather than completely responsive. This means that instead of automatically adjusting themselves to suit the device they're being viewed on, they usually require a bit of manual design work to make them look their best. Shopify and Squarespace's templates, by contrast, are fully responsive and adjust automatically to suit desktop, tablet, or mobile. There's also deep customization to consider. While Shopify gives you very extensive access to your template's code, Squarespace and Wix don't. Being able to edit this can come in handy if you want to make highly specific adjustments to your site's design. So when summing up the templates from these three platforms, I'd argue that Squarespace wins on quality, Wix on quantity, and Shopify on flexibility. I've put links to all three platforms' template libraries in the video description. Let me know which templates you prefer in the comments. 2. Ease of use. For me, the winner in the ease of use department is Squarespace. It's got the cleanest, most intuitive interface of the three platforms. It gives you easy to use, sophisticated style controls along with a fluid engine drag and drop editor that lets you position content around your site exactly the way you want to. Wix and Shopify's editing tools aren't bad and give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to content layout too, but neither's interface is quite as slick or beginner-friendly as Squarespace's. 3. E-commerce features. When it comes to e-commerce features, it's a comfortable win for Shopify in nearly all respects. This is mainly because it was specifically designed as a dedicated e-commerce platform. By contrast, Wix and Squarespace started life as general website builders that e-commerce features were eventually added to. This means that Shopify has had a big head start when it comes to e-commerce, and as a result, its selling tools are the most sophisticated of the three platforms. There are 4 areas in particular where Shopify really wins. The first is international selling. Shopify is by far the strongest solution of the three platforms for international e-commerce. Its Shopify Markets feature lets you create different selling areas based on country or groups of countries. You can then manage currencies, languages, international domains, and payment gateways for these markets easily all in one place. Wix comes second here. It lets you build multilingual sites easily and lets your store visitors check out in multiple currencies. However, it's not as good for handling duties and import taxes as Shopify, or for creating localized product catalogs. Squarespace has a long way to go before it competes with Wix and Shopify in international e-commerce. It doesn't support multi-currency checkout, and if you want a truly multilingual Squarespace website, you'll need to use the Weglot app, which can be expensive. The next big e-commerce win for Shopify is dropshipping. Dropshipping is a way of selling products where you don't manufacture, purchase, store, or deliver any of them yourself. Instead, you take orders for products via an online store and send these to a supplier. The supplier then ships the products to your customer and charges you a fee for doing so. Now, Shopify offers a much wider range of dropshipping apps than either Wix or Squarespace, and more resources to help you with the two. It's a similar story with print on demand, where you design products and suppliers print and ship them whenever somebody buys one on your store. Shopify is again the winner here, offering far more print-on-demand integrations than its rivals. I've put some links to some good Shopify dropshipping resources in the video description. The next e-commerce win for Shopify involves tax calculation. Shopify's automatic tax calculation features are much better than those of Wix or Squarespace. They work in more countries and cater better for VAT OSS, a fairly complicated tax that must be paid if you're selling digital products to consumers in the EU. While Wix and Squarespace's automatic tax features have been improved recently, they still aren't as generous or sophisticated as Shopify's. Wix applies strict monthly caps on the number of automatic tax calculations you can perform, and Squarespace's tax tools lack the professional reporting capabilities and duty calculation features provided by Shopify. Finally, Shopify beats both Wix and Squarespace for point of sale. Point of sale features let you sell in person. You can use card readers, barcode scanners, and other selling hardware to accept payments in a physical location, with sales and inventory levels automatically updated in your online store. Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace all provide point of sale features, but Shopify is a clear winner here. For a start, its point of sale system works in far more countries than Wix and Squarespace's. You can use Shopify POS in around 40 countries, while Wix POS works only in the US, the UK, and Canada, and Squarespace POS only in the US. There's more selling hardware available for Shopify POS too. So overall, it's hard not to view Shopify as the clear winner when it comes to selling online. It's a pure e-commerce solution rather than a general-purpose site builder, and its feature set reflects this. If you'd like to try Shopify's e-commerce features out, you'll find a special link to a 3-month trial of the platform in the video description. 4. SEO. All 3 website builders are good when it comes to search engine optimization. Editing SEO components like URLs, page titles, redirects, meta descriptions, and so on is very straightforward in all of them. And they all use content delivery networks, or CDNs, that load your content quickly. But if you're dealing with SEO for very large product catalogs, Shopify can make life a bit easier. Its bulk editing tools, CSV import and export options, and much larger app ecosystem give you considerably more ways to manage SEO at scale than Squarespace or Wix. 5. Content creation tools. When it comes to content creation tools, Wix and Squarespace offer more out-of-the-box options than Shopify. Their blogging features, galleries, and image manipulation tools are all more sophisticated and flexible. Squarespace is a particularly good choice if you're working in a creative area, for example, music, film, writing, or art. Not only are its templates particularly impressive and used for these sorts of projects, its tools for creating creative content are good too. Squarespace is also a great choice for users who want to sell online courses or gated content. This is thanks to its excellent membership features, which let you paywall content really easily. I've dropped a link to more information about Squarespace membership sites in the video description. 6. AI features. Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace all provide AI tools to help you run your website. But it's fair to say that Wix and Shopify's are more developed than Squarespace's. While Squarespace's AI features are mainly focused on helping you design your website, Wix and Shopify come with AI chatbots that help you with any aspect of running it. You can use them not just to edit layouts, but to access customer information, review sales data, or write copy. If you're looking for the platform most ready for agentic AI shopping, where AI tools like Gemini or ChatGPT find and buy products for users, Shopify is currently the clear leader. It co-developed the Universal Commerce Protocol with Google, an emerging standard used to connect AI agents and e-commerce platforms, and it also makes its product data the easiest of the 3 for AI agents to discover and understand. 7. Scalability. So far, we've looked at the key features of Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace. But which platform helps you build a bigger business? Well, it's probably fair to say that the winner in the scalability department is Shopify. And here's why. First, it makes a massive ecosystem of apps and integrations available to its users. These allow merchants to add significant new functionality to their store easily or connect it to important third-party services. Second, and as I discussed earlier, Shopify gives you significantly better international selling features than Wix or Squarespace, letting you expand your business into other markets much more easily. And finally, Shopify gives you the option of using a genuinely enterprise version of its tool, Shopify Plus. This lets you create multiple stores on one account, sell at multiple physical locations, and take advantage of enterprise-grade tools. These include advanced security features, more generous API access, account management services, and more. Although Wix and Squarespace also offer premium versions of the platforms aimed at corporate customers, these are less fully featured than Shopify Plus, especially where e-commerce is concerned. Summing up, if you want to build a content site involving lots of blog posts, videos, and galleries, then Squarespace and Wix are a more natural choice than Shopify. Squarespace in particular is a strong choice for creative users like musicians, artists, and photographers, or those selling access to online courses or gated content. But if you're serious about selling online, it's hard not to view Shopify as the best option here. Although the e-commerce features in Wix and Squarespace are good, they're just not as developed as those in Shopify, particularly where selling internationally or at point of sale are concerned. And that's it. Our take on Wix versus Shopify versus Squarespace. If you'd like to try any of these platforms out, it's important to note that you can sign up for them in special ways that save you money or give you access to extended trials. If you check out the video description, you'll find links to these special offers. For more e-commerce advice and reviews, do make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notifications bell. And finally, if you have any queries at all about Wix, Shopify, or Squarespace, do leave them in the comments section. We read them all and we'll do our best to help.